Hello. Hey, W here. Welcome to my workshop. I thought I'd just share a little practical creation process this time. You know, I have a 3D printer. It's been featured on previous videos around here. And today I thought, well, it can be really practical for little things that you need around the house, or it does for me frequently. And I was just going to make another thing for myself. And I thought that I wanted to bring you guys along. Specifically, I wanted to make a utility hook for this little music corner that I have. I needed another utility hook. I've made some before and I needed one more. And why not take you guys along for the ride? So let's jump in and see how it goes.
So like I said, I made a few of these before, and that means I already have a basic shape that I can just change. So I found the file and started modifying it so that I could get the new kind. It's sort of like a hoop that can loosely hold more than one cable, just sort of like a bunch of them. And you can see my some of my very basic tricks and approaches here. Obviously, I'm using SketchUp because I find it to be a simple and easy modeler to work with, especially for stuff like this. And work on that until I'm happy with the shape, export it as an STL. And again, because I've done it before, I have a file already from printing the other ones, a Prusa slicer file with all the slicer settings. So just open that and delete the old STLs or the old shapes and put the new one in. And you can see another trick that I do here, which is that I prefer to model oversize and then scale down in the slicer. But yeah, that gives me the exact same settings for 3D printing as the previous hooks. So obviously that's pretty easy. Now all I have to do is get that into my 3D printer. I use a platform called Simply Print to do that. I'll leave a link to a video about that in the description. Get the STL in there. It's about an hour of printing, as you can see, and loading up into the printer. And here we go. Just get that going. I never did a time lapse for with my 3D printer before, by the way. But that was about an hour of printing. Get it off of there. And yeah, I always print with a brim, which means there's a bit of cleanup work to be done. Just rip that off, set a little bit of distance between it. It's easy to get off. And then I take a file to it, a little sandpaper, and it's good. Of course, the only thing to do after that is get it mounted. You can see the piece of wood that I made this shelf out of is pretty janky looking on the underside. It's a beautiful piece of solid oak that I found down in the basement, but it was pretty worn, or it looked terrible. So I've sanded it, but I didn't sand the underside. Yeah, finally put some Velcro. I use this two-sided Velcro that I really like for cable management. Put that around, and here we go. That's it.
So there we are. My music corner is now several percent less messy. Thanks for watching along. I hope you saw it. Something that you can use. You want me to go into any of these processes more or how I do any of it? I'll be glad to share. Just let me know below. And I will also put the hooks on my printables so you can find them there if it's something that you could use. Thanks again for dropping by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.